Welcome to the Shopping Features video in the Apple OnLine 4.0 Agent How-To series. So this is it. This is where you will get to see all of the new and user-friendly shopping enhancements. Now we will do some jumping around throughout the shopping process in this presentation, but along the way, we will cover the Show Me Apple Savers and Specials function, also addressing which packages qualify. Then we will talk about the charter flight availability calendar, using specific or more search options, and our alternate gateways feature. Next, we will take a look at selecting alternate flights and upgrading room categories. And later on, we will address our time-saving filters, multiple itineraries feature, comparing, and even emailing quotes. Well, that's a lot to cover, so let's jump in and look at our first function. Are you looking to find that amazing package special? Well, we recommend using our new Show Me Specials and Apple Savers Only function. Simply select the option box when entering your initial search criteria, and you will return the availability for our advertised specials and Apple Savers Only. This is a great tool for trying to nail down an advertised price your clients may be looking for, or even if you are looking to specifically find a square deal. If there are no advertised specials available, you will return an alert that will allow you to change your dates or continue to availability. Now, if there are specials loaded, the new Apple OnLine will grab and package it for selection. It couldn't be easier to find those deals. And speaking of making things easy, one of our favorite enhancements is the Charter Flight Availability Calendar. By simply entering an estimated departure date, you can return all available charter flights in one glance. If there is a seat open on the flight, the date will appear in green. If the date is highlighted in red, the flight is sold out. Using the arrow icons next to the month, you can easily flip from month to see which dates are open. An additional tip: click on the date you like to default it to the departure date field. Future enhancement requests include real-time availability when hovering over the dates. But hey, we had to start somewhere. And let's face it, this is a pretty great place to start. So do you know exactly what you are looking for? Do you have clients who will only fly first class? Do you know that you must, absolutely must, put the couple you are quoting at a secrets resort? Well then, why wade through the availability of all of our products? Use the More Search Features option found at the bottom of the shopping screen and return only the products you are looking for. Now, none of these fields are mandatory, but they will certainly expedite the shopping process. Air selections alone include carrier and cabin and class. You can specify the type of flight you would like to see, charter or scheduled air. You can even specify nonstop flights, allow or disallow double connections, and exclude or include multiple carrier flights. It's here you will also find your alternate gateway shopping function, which we'll talk about next. Moving down, you may also click in any of the flight fields to specify additional information. And the last air search option, Exclude Connective Cities, is a new enhancement added that will avoid flight stopping in any entered city. In addition to the numerous air search options, we have also given you the ability to pre-populate your Apple rating and/or resort if you wish. With a few selections, you have the capability to narrow down the exact package you are looking for right away. Are all of our best value charter seats sold out from your client's desired departure city? Well, don't worry. Many times clients are willing to drive just a small distance to get the most bang for their buck. But why should you have to sift through the availability for each surrounding city? Well, let version 4.0 do all of the work for you with our new alternate gateways option. Let's look a bit closer with a real-life example, shall we? The screenshot in the video is looking at availability for Philadelphia to Cancun on a 4-night charter leaving on March 11th. Now, once we enter the date, using our charter flight availability calendar, we can see that March 11th is sold out. Now, all hope is not lost. What if our clients were open to driving an hour or two to get that deal? Is there anything leaving from a surrounding area? Let's select our alternate gateways option and set a range of, say, 75 miles. You can see we left our original criteria the same and just specified that our customers are willing to travel a bit to get that value. Let's search as normal and see what we will turn up. Perfect. There's a charter flight leaving that same day from Baltimore. Now, if there's an available charter on the same date entered in the search field from another city within the distance range, AOL 4.0 is going to grab it for you. And to help you recognize that we have selected an alternate gateway, we'll even highlight it in yellow. By default, AOL 4.0 is going to pull the most valuable flight for your selection. Now that said, if you are looking for a few different options, don't worry. Just select the Show Alternate Flights option to return a multitude of additional options. Sort through the return flights by using the filters on the side, but more of that in a bit. Your originally scheduled flights will appear in yellow, and you can make your replacement selection using the Select button, then continue to quote and book as needed. Looking to step up your client's stay? Of course you are. 4.0 will display by default the least expensive room available at our resorts, but we all know an ocean view is a must-have in our sun destinations. See all available hotel categories by selecting the Show Additional Room Categories link. Once selected, a list will drop down below the resort's name. Just select the corresponding radio button next to your desired category to make the change. It's as simple as that. With previous versions of AOL, once you entered the shopping basket, there was very little flexibility. But with version 4.0, you have the capability to continuously revise your material throughout the entire shopping and booking process. And talk about easy. There is literally a button for each change you could make. Let's look at the shopping basket to review our change options. Select Remove Package to remove the itinerary from the basket. This is really helpful when you are faced with multiple options in your shopping basket. Select Change Flight or Remove Flight to modify or remove air options on the quote. The same applies to land material using Change and Remove Hotel. Also use the Revise Hotel Category button to view additional room categories within the quoted hotel. Remember Add Material? Well, you can still add additional packages and materials to your basket using the Shop More feature. Once a revision option is selected, you'll be brought to a screen that resembles the original shopping process, but there is one small difference. Instead of standard pricing, we have gone one step further to show you the difference between your original package and your new quote. How helpful is that? With version 4.0, it has never been easier to say, what if? You can select your new package and head right back to your basket to continue shopping or start booking. Oh, and by the way, consider this a sneak peek into revising bookings. It's the same process. Why make it difficult? Revising should be the same no matter where you are in the vacation planning process. With AOL 4.0, we make revising as easy as 1, 2, 3. Some of the best features of the new Apple OnLine are the amazing filter and sort options designed to return you with exactly what you want when you want it, and even speed up the booking process. Let's start first with filters. Filters appear throughout the shopping process and are located on the left side of the shopping frame. Being dynamic, they will adjust whether you are shopping for air or hotel. Air filters give you numerous options for narrowing down your search results, everything from a sliding price scale to specifying the number of stops and even excluding or including overnight flights. The air filters can help you wade through the numerous options presented. Clicked one filter too many and need to get back to your original results? Don't worry, you can always select the Clear All Filters option. Hotel filters work much in the same. You can select price ranges, resort areas, Apple ratings, chains, and even the specific hotel you are looking for. Another amazing feature is the Inbound-Outbound Air Selection option. If you see an outbound flight you like but aren't too excited about the return flight, just click the outbound flight to return all possible inbound combinations. This is a huge advantage when working with scheduled air flights. And it works for the return as well. And again, should you need to go back to see all possible flight options, just click Show All Flights to return to original availability. The final helpful search feature is our new column sort options. With previous versions of Apple Online, you were able to only sort by one column header, for example, the Apple rating or hotel name. Now, using multi-sort, you can now build dynamic sort options. Select the Apple rating, then price to find the best price 6 Apple resort. Select resort area, then the hotel name to track down a specific location. Whatever combination you need is just a click away. And of course, you can select Clear Sort to return to the normal availability options. Find yourself multitasking, pricing multiple options for a client, or even working with numerous clients at once? Well, we are happy to help. AOL 4.0 will now allow you to simultaneously work on up to 3 itineraries at once. Just click on the Create Itinerary button at the top of the shopping screen to add an additional shopping tab. And here's an extra tip. We've also allowed you to rename the itineraries. Just click in the field, highlight the text, and rename the Itinerary tab. It's a helpful way to keep your multiple itineraries straight. These features are especially helpful when comparing multiple options. And speaking of which, by using the small selection boxes to the left of the itinerary name, you may now compare multiple options side by side. In one glance, look to see what each package you are pricing offers. You can check the deposit requirements, flight times, and more, all in one shot. Better yet, you can click on the email logo to shoot an emailed copy of the itinerary to yourself or your clients, whichever you prefer. Just enter the corresponding email address and click Send Email. Emails will be sent from our webmaster to the entered address with the compared itineraries attached as a screenshot. The recipient should double-click on the attached image to see the overview of the compared itineraries. How great is that? Now, while we're talking emails, and finally, the much sought-after email quote option. We did it. We made our impossible possible. You no longer need to worry about creating a booking to get an emailed copy of an Apple Vacations price quote. Once you enter your itinerary shopping basket, you will see a message icon at the top of the screen. Click on the envelope icon to display the editing box. There are 2 types of emails that may be sent. There is an agent copy and a customer copy. The only difference between the two is that the agent copy also shows commission information. Let's quickly look at how the editing field on the left corresponds to the end result on the right. Moving from top to bottom, we will first find the quote number presented on both the editing window as well as the confirmation. Next, we will find the customizable opening messages. And finally, our customizable closing text. Now the closing text will also auto-populate the agent's name selected during the initial shopping process. Now what information is included on the price quote? First, we find our flight information. Not only does the email include all normal flight details, but we have also added a helpful link to airline baggage information. Next is our hotel information, including the resort name, room category, meal plan, and breakdown of pricing. Finally, the overall price totals, as well as an area that populates your agency telephone number on file so the customers know to contact you directly to book. Now, of course, it's important to note that though the quote confirmations are an extremely helpful tool, they do not guarantee availability or pricing. So what do you think? We ran through quite a bit. Everything from searching for specials only, swapping out flight legs, quoting multiple packages, emailing, and more. Now, none of these features are mandatory, but we do think they give you some great flexibility. AOL 4.0 makes it easy to find exactly what you are looking for. Stay tuned for future enhancements, and make sure you report any feedback or suggestions to your sales rep. We are always looking to further improve our resources. And hey, this is your system after all. Make sure your voice is heard. Don't forget to check out the other Apple Online 4.0 videos. And keep an eye out, there are more to come.